he's rapping. Hello, we're back again to do some more, what's it called? Fall Guys.
Oh snap, we're live.
Yeah, we are. Welcome. So Manny's going to be playing today, and we're going to be answering some questions about the elections that are coming up. So is there a border around the thing? Yeah, so you can find out all the information on the website in the border. But if you've got any questions about any of the roles, or particularly being a SAB, we're here to answer them. And Manny's going to try and do it whilst balancing on some platforms.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It should be fun.
I'm out here. So question number one. Let's say this is me like a year ago, like 2 years ago. I don't know what the union is. I don't think I'm interested.
Oh yeah, because you didn't really know what the crack was, did you?
No. Why should I run to be a SAB? Why should I care about the elections?
Are you going to answer that? As
I'm
someone who's done it for 2 years?
asking you.
Well, I can't answer it as somebody who didn't know what the union was, but for me...
No, but that's the same. Like you're trying to convince me as to why I should run. Why I should run.
If you haven't been involved in the union...
This is all your fault, Anna.
It's difficult to talk and run as a bean, isn't it?
It's not even that. I just got distracted for a second.
I know. I would say if you don't know what the union is, first of all, go on the website and find out. But also, if you want to make changes at the university, this is a good way to do it, because you write a manifesto with things that you might want to change. If there's something you don't like about the university at the moment, that could be part of your manifesto, and you can work with them to change it. But yeah, I feel like you're definitely better positioned to answer this because you were involved in sport, weren't you?
Yeah.
But that was kind of it.
Yeah, so I came because I came here originally on a basketball scholarship, and academically I wasn't worried about myself. So my main focus was mostly sport, and in terms of my involvement within the union, I got involved in my second year. No, yeah, my second or third year of uni.
At the end?
Because I'm out here.
That's impressive.
I got involved in mostly got involved with ACS, Africa Caribbean Society, and I would always kind of during Freshers Week go get all the free stuff. Like every year during Freshers Week, I did not cook that whole week. I just always got all the free pizzas and free vouchers and stuff. And yeah, I was in my third year of uni. I was the events coordinator for ACS, and then when I came back from my masters, I decided to do the presidency because no one else was going for it. So I became the president for ACS, and that was kind of my involvement. And even then, it wasn't like a case of where I was just there. I was heavily involved. It was a case of where
one society, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a case of where literally I only came into the union to claim my money back for events and stuff, or if I had an event.
Yeah.
That was my only involvement, and so I kind of knew Caldine, I kind of knew Ryan.
You're watching the little guy, you know.
I know, I'm seeing loads of different ones. I kind of knew Ryan, and I saw Simon every Thursday as that dude that just butchered Hakuna Matata every week in karaoke. So yeah,
that's what some of the Sabs were known for.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, it was interesting, because when it popped up, even the whole thing popping up for me, I remember just seeing it randomly because I was checking the website to check for who had paid for their membership. That was very, very stupid. Why would they do that?
So did you see the banner we've got right now?
Yeah, on the website.
This year's,
yeah, I went on the website, but this was very late January, so don't do it me. I just saw on the website.
You can do if you're not sure.
I just saw on the website in January when I wasn't even looking for it. I was just trying to find who had paid for their membership,
that dude has a cool costume.
So I can know if we needed to charge them or not. And then I just saw, nominate now. I'm like, what's this?
Well, that was lucky.
So I came in, asked what was going on, what are these roles, blah blah blah, and then I was told, and then I was contemplating. Keldan will tell you, I was contemplating running for activities.
Oh, I thought you were contemplating running for welfare.
Nah, activities and president were the two that interested me the most. I had no interest in welfare.
Oh, I don't know where I've got that from. Someone told me.
I had no interest in welfare. Education, I was wasn't really too sure about that. Postgrad wasn't really interested in that either, and we didn't have a VP sports, so president activities were the ones I was like, oh yeah, I could do this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, not this one. I don't like this one.
Oh, this one looks difficult.
And then, yeah, after I was told about all the different positions, president welfare were the ones president and activities were the ones that What am I doing? I only died because I wasn't sure what I was doing.
Technical issues. Oh, you still made it further than me and Raj put together, so well done.
Yeah, so I don't know. When I saw it, I was like, oh, present activities, and then Keldan gave me this really cynical look when I was like, oh, I think I might go for activities because I didn't know she was rerunning, and then she went, oh, you'll be running against me, but she gave me like a really cynical smile, like a if you run against me, I will crush you. So I was like, nope. So I went for president, and here I am. But I think as someone who was involved, do you wanna go?
Should we swap over?
Just
Oh,
on
we'll do it on this.
yeah. And then go on and just press X the moment it loads. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I think as someone that wasn't involved at all, the reason when I ran, one of the big reasons for me was always just because I was angry about the previous year. I had some pent-up anger for the previous year, and that I kind of saw that as like, oh, this is my opportunity to do some good towards this. And obviously, when I got into the job, there were a lot more things that I didn't want to do and wound up doing, and it just ended up being perfect.
So you knew there was stuff you wanted to change?
Yeah, that I was angry about more so. Most of
Yeah.
them wanted to change, and then when I got into the role, I then found like a lot more things needed to be done. So from my perspective, so I was like, oh, okay, I can do this, and then that's why I ended up doing things like the Black Leaders projects and stuff like that. So
yeah, was that something you knew about beforehand, or did you get into that?
No, the moment I got elected the moment I started on the first day, I had a discussion with Carl and Claudia because Simon was playing the disappearing game.
Doing presidential things.
I had a meeting with Carl and Claudia on our first day.
No, I'm really bad at this one. I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm bad at all of them. Carry on.
Square to dive.
Square to dive, got it. Yeah, that was your tip from last time.
Whilst you're in the air.
Right, let's go.
And if anyone is near you and they're annoying you, just press R2 and hold them back.
R2?
Yeah.
I thought it was the circle. Right, let's go.
Everyone,
Hello,
hi everyone that's
just
watching.
joined in.
What's up, bro? What's up, everyone? How you doing?
Talk and do this
How
at the
you
same
doing?
time.
How you doing? We're just finding out that Anna's struggling to multitask.
We already knew this.
Yeah.
But we're also talking about the elections, which
Talking about it.
in February. You can nominate yourself now. So if you've got any questions, pop them in the chat.
Is it February?
Because we'll be answering the elections week. I think it is.
Are you sure about that?
Where do you think it is?
I'm fairly sure it's in March.
Oh, it was in March when we ran.
Yeah, but then because of everything, you know what? It's in the new year.
If they go on the website, they can check.
Yes, it's in the new year. Oh, Anna, you're stressing me out right now.
It's alright. Slimmer said he wins the race. Oh, they're trying to push me. Oh, right.
Just go jump. Go jump. Ah! That way. Square. Oh.
Right.
Okay.
Let's go.
No, don't let us go round. That way.
Is it circle to push? Oh, it's that one. Okay.
Circle to pull. No, circle's not to push. Circle doesn't do anything. Go jump. Don't worry about him.
Oop.
Right. Elections are coming up. But yeah, I think the biggest take for me was so when we had that meeting with him, he told me like, oh, you could have jumped that. He told me like,
oh no, I can't.
you definitely can.
Yes. Right, one down.
He told me like,
Circle
oh,
to go.
this is really stressing me out. He told me about like everything that was going on in terms of the BAME attainment gap at the university and stuff like that. I mean, I don't even like that word BAME.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
That's something you've kind of raised, isn't it? That's part of the stuff you're doing.
Yeah, it's been annoying me for the past month and a half.
Do you know what my favourite thing to do is? Little moves.
Oh, you're gonna finish in last place, aren't you?
I told you I was bad.
Oh, you could have gone through so much. Just don't be. Oh God.
Trying to decide which is better. Anna trying to play on Manny's reactions. Anna trying to play.
Oh. Yeah. So when that got raised, I then kind of had a discussion with like a few of the colleagues that we had that
Done it.
that you couldn't go through those gaps there. Yes. No. Okay. A discussion of what to do and how I could go about doing it and stuff like that, and then that's when I after speaking to people from ACS and a lot of black students that I knew, that's when we decided to kind of launch and name it the Black Leaders Project.
Yeah.
And I've managed to kind of do a lot of things through that. Like it's been like a massive chunk of my focus this year was in regards to that, and yeah, that was something that was big for me, as something I didn't even know that I wanted to jump up.
And because you oh no, because you're a SAB, you could like push that through the university and stuff, couldn't you?
Yeah.
And like broaden the reach of it.
Yeah, and I think
It's been really good. Oh, damn it. Well, are we surprised? No. Let's try again.
and I think the moment you get no, that's not me. Carry on. The moment you get into the role, press circle. Next, yeah. The moment you get into the role, it's really hard to say in the terms of where like there's a lot more things that go on in terms of like how you can go about doing things, and you get so much opportunities to do a lot of things, and so much opportunity for you to make a change. Like Rory, everything that he's been doing this year, especially as the first VP Sport.
Yeah, Rory's updates, he'll like message us at the end of each week, and it takes me like half an hour to read everything he's been doing. It
takes me 31 minutes because obviously I didn't do English for my degree, so.
Yes. Me and Claudia gained an extra 1 minute.
I need that extra minute.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. So because of all these things that are going on behind closed doors, like the free sport, that's set to how it started happening, and then the lockdown happened.
Then Corona happened. But Rory and Raj worked on it, didn't they?
Yeah. So it's just something that things like that are just quite big, like how we got the digital commons. Why can't I speak? English is my third language. I have rights to make mistakes.
It's Friday, you're stressed.
The digital commons, that's what I'm saying. Oh, this game stresses me out. So, this is even harder than the other one.
No, I prefer this one.
Really? I hate this one so much. People have no sense of like the very, very basic laws of physics.
That's all good.
It's like, why would you? You know what? I don't. I really like the thunder one.
Oh, I like the egg.
I like the thunder one.
Right. What? How else was I meant to do that? There we go. Right. We're off.
Wow, Anna's on fire.
Don't jinx it.
you never dive at these ones. Unless you're right near the window, you don't dive at these ones. Because all you're going to do is just slip on one side. That way. Go.
Yeah.
Wingardium Leviosa!
I feel like this sometimes describes what it's like being a SAB. Some weeks you're like chugging along, you're like, yeah, I've got it, and then sometimes you're slipping off the edge of the podium. And
I think one big thing for take from it as well. Like I don't know if you feel the same, I know.
Yeah.
But like, is once I got in the role, I kind of realized just how much my CV leveled up.
Well, yeah. I mean,
just being involved.
You get a lot of transferable skills. Don't you?
And it's not even just that. It's just a lot of the separate boards that you're involved in, a lot of the separate meetings and meeting groups and stuff that you're involved in. Each one of them is literally like a CV point within itself.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about it like that actually. But that's something I didn't realise before we started, like how many meetings you sit on, but some of them like you don't even realise are actually a board or anything within the university, but there's like one for each.
What do you, if it's Lord, don't dive on it?
Honestly, this is what happens when I talk and move at the same time.
Wait for it.
Okay, right.
Now you can dive.
Now you can dive. There we are. Right.
See, you're through.
But yeah, there's lots of different meetings to get involved in, and there's not necessarily ones that are to do with your role. So if you're particularly interested in, like Keldine was particularly interested in crime, wasn't she? So she sat on a crime board for the Students in Newcastle Forum or something, Eco-Socialist activities.
And
so
now...
where am I jumping to?
You're going that way. Wait a second, no. Yeah, wait a second.
Oh my god, it's disappeared.
This is what I mean by people, a lot of people...
Right, now where am I going?
Wait.
Where am I
going?
Go
this side. Go this side.
Right.
No, I meant to try and get the lever to go all the way up.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah.
I thought it just was like a seesaw.
It wasn't automatic. Yeah, exactly. The more of you there was on one side.
I thought I did it automatically, right?
Nah, it's not automatic.
Let's go.
So the more. But yeah, as I was saying,
I hope I'm better at my job than this game.
Because now Keldine is now what? PC Wilson.
PC Wilson. Yep.
PC Wilson in the cut.
Now, where am I going? Am I going on the orange one?
Yes, the orange one's the aim. But again, you're not gonna. Oh, you want this to be up.
Okay.
So all of you go this side.
Lauren said that you look physically pained, by the way.
I am.
Right. We're on.
They have no sense of. Oh my days! Just all of you come back this way and then make it a race to go that way.
It's all right. Try again. Do you want to take over? Do you want to do another round so you can get past round 2?
I'll try again. Oh, my days.
Oh.
That was stressful. Exit. Yes. Exit. Question.
Also, just what you were saying about different meetings and stuff. You can basically do with the role what you like. So even if you're an activities officer, a welfare officer, president, whatever, if you're particularly interested in something, you can focus on that, because it's impossible to focus on all the things, isn't it? Like in my role, for example, there's so many things that are classed under welfare. You can't do them all at once because you would have a massive headache all the time.
It doesn't really let you be a jack of all trades. It's
Yeah,
always like
you can
a jack of many trades and master of few.
Master of few, exactly. That was one of the things we got told, wasn't it, when we started? Like, focus on fewer things.
Here, I thought I made out myself.
Huh?
I thought I made out myself, but obviously.
You thought you made it up yourself?
I thought I made it up. It genuinely was in my head that I thought I made it up. But
made what up?
Jack of few trades.
Oh, isn't it jack of all trades, master of none?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But what we're aiming to do is be a jack of many trades and master of few. Sometimes
you do have to be a master of many trades, but you don't have to master any of them. Wait, hang on.
What?
No. Right, try again. Sometimes you do have to be a jack of all trades, but you don't have to master any of them. You just have to input or ask other people. So yeah.
What other questions would you think? I'm trying to think of questions that I would have asked. Like I would be asking you guys if this was me 2 years ago when I knew nothing about this role.
When we'd actually got the roles, we started. The person before me, who was called Ryan, said, "What do you want to know?" And I said, "How to do the job." So, but that's not a question you can really answer, because
there's no specific way of doing the job.
As we said, because you kind of make it your own and kind of pick and choose what you're interested in, what you're working on, you sort of decide how you do the job. And some people are really interested in policy and writing papers and things like that, and that's great.
No!
And some people are interested in doing physical things, like putting on events or
that's me.
Or doing physical campaigns and making stalls and things like that. You can do whatever you like. Because we're very different to the people that came before us, and whoever comes next will be very different to us, I imagine.
I hope so.
Which is the beauty of it, because everyone does something different. So, yeah, I should have said actually at the beginning that because me and Manny have done 2 years, we are out this year. So there are 3 officers that can rerun because they've done 1 year. Now you're all getting stressed. But me and Manny have to skid out after this year, which is sad.
Yeah, it's a government law that we can't do more than 2 years.
Because we're not down with the students anymore after this year, are we?
We're not hip.
We haven't been a student for 2 years after this. Well, actually, you're technically still a student, really, aren't you?
We got to talk about that for.
How's your dissertation going?
It's actually going pretty well. I'm now a solid 1,500 games into it.
How did you do that?
Sweet.
1,500 games?
400 words into it.
Oh.
I was a lot further than I thought I was, because, for anyone that's confused, it's because when I got elected, I was still doing my masters, and I still had 2 or 3 assignments left. I finished the other 2, everything was fine, got my grades, and then I still had my dissertation, so I started writing that. And every single time I thought, you know what, I'm going to spend this much time writing it, something popped up in the SU where we just had a lot going on. And then it got to January, I was thinking I'm going to be fine. Elections was coming up, so I had to rerun.
You didn't have to rerun.
Listen, I made that decision since September that I was going to rerun, alright? And then it got to March, and I'm thinking, I've never passed this one.
Oh, this looks like one of them ones that we fun to do in real life. Total Wipeout style.
Yeah. And then it got to March. I was like, yeah, definitely. No, February. I'm like, yeah. After elections, I'm definitely doing this. Writing it, blah blah. And then Corona was like, nah, fam. So I couldn't go in the lib. I couldn't use the library. Sorry.
Yeah, that's another thing actually, because obviously come March this year, it was a very different Sabio, wasn't it? Because you just sort of get thrown into
The deep end.
the deep end, but also I think it's kind of like made the job really exciting in a strange way, hasn't it? Because we're doing something different to any other officers have done before, and like we're involved in different sort of meetings and stuff. Oh dear. Run!
No, wait. I know I can do this.
And like it has been challenging at times, but I think it's been quite good because we've been able to see some good changes happen and see how things
You dumbass, Emmanuel.
function
Oh.
even in a corona world. Are you okay?
No, I don't like that level. Yeah, and I think being able to work throughout the pandemic as well is a skill within itself.
Yeah.
Because that's what would they have made it in September? Like what? We were working from home for 6 months?
Something like that.
Because we didn't fully go back into the office until like October.
Yeah, but that
So
was because of the IT thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, but we still work from home, so it was like 7 months.
Right, let's not focus on this because that's not the most appealing part of the job.
Nah, I loved it. It's like, you know, I mean, it kind of gave you an insight into other roles as well. Because whereas ours is a bit different, where we're in a 9 to 5 every single day. We're seeing students and stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas other 9 to 5s is like you're just stuck in one place and that's just you.
That's the thing, and we had to get creative, didn't we? Like to do that student engagement sort of thing. Because that's my favourite part of the job, like being able to actually like speak to students.
See people.
Go out, like when we do the goal days and stuff, that's fun, and like just having people coming in and out, doing their events, doing their things, coming up with ideas.
I think my favorite part of not even the job, but just the past couple of years has just been election week.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Because that whole week was just, I don't know, because I mean it's because of the way I did my election week, so it was fun.
Yeah, you went to town with us and you had like a whole t-shirt sort of situation going on.
It was so fun. Election week was so fun. Like, even if you feel like you're contemplating being a SAB or you don't want to run for it and stuff, I would say even just run for something just so you can experience election week, because election week is just, it's different within itself.
Definitely, that's the thing, because
Explain about election week. What has happened?
just being prompted to explain what happens in elections week. So getting onto that, yeah, basically, even if there's been a lot of candidates in the past that have run in the elections and they might not have been successful, but people always talk about how much they love the week anyway. So even if you are thinking about going for something and you're like, well, don't know what I'd do if I won, or like I think that week could be quite stressful. It can be really stressful, but like in a really fun way, because you get to like run alongside lots of other people who are interested in the same things you are. You can have a campaign team, and you can just get really creative with your ideas on how you want to campaign, particularly this year, because obviously we're not quite sure how it's going to work yet, are we? We've got some kind of ideas in the pipeline, but I'm quite excited to see like how people do it, and probably using more stuff like this and more videos and things to kind of get people to vote for them. So it's a really nice atmosphere, and campus is always like taken over by the elections, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's full of colourful posters and stuff, and people just milling around, and hopefully we'll have some element of that this year. But yeah, what was your favourite part of elections, Manny?
Well, mine was every single lecture room I went into.
Oh yeah, so you can make a scene.
Yeah.
Within reason, like please ask permission to do this. But
Yeah. So basically, during election week, you know, you get lecturers are kind of informed in advance that, you know, they should let you kind of go in at the beginning of the lecture to speak. To speak, let you in to speak, or before or after the lecture. Obviously, you have to ask them when you get there. Sometimes they'll tell you no, sometimes they'll tell you yes. Most times they told us yes. Mm-hmm. And I remember there was a couple where, like, because I got to the lecturer early, I got a yes and everyone else got a no.
Really?
Yeah, because I got there really early. I'm like, can I do this like quickly?
That's the thing, you have to be tactical,
Yeah.
don't you? Because sometimes like 10 people will show up to like the massive CCE lectures, for
That's what
example,
I'm saying, yeah.
and people just get turned away, or people stop listening.
Yeah.
Like I've been the ones before, like when we ran again earlier this year, and there were some people running for like the other positions that turned up, and you could tell everyone just switched off by the third person or fourth person.
Yeah, that's kind
which
of
is a shame.
That's why I always made sure that I went last, I went last because no matter how switched off they were, I had tactics to make sure that they were going to switch back on.
It depends on how you do it, doesn't it? Because some people like.
I'm not revealing my tactics.
Down.
I'm not revealing my tactics of how I did it.
Well, you can because it's for everyone to see.
You
have to be fair. You don't have to share it. But if you're going to share it, you might as well share it with everyone.
Fine. Basically, right. I had speakers in my bag. Like every single time, both years for election week, I had speakers in my bag. Oh, golden egg! Oh my days, I want that. Take it.
Oh my god, is that you playing?
Yeah.
Why have you got an egg?
Oh, because that's the game.
That's very exciting.
Right. Can you go down, please? Oh my days, where's the egg?
Where's the egg? Oh, there we are. Grab the egg.
Move, stupid. Go away from me, bro. Oh, you think you're taking it? Still mine, bitch. B, let's go. Ah! You're not going anywhere, bro. I know where you live, bro. Oh, golden egg. Yeah, stay away from us. Stay away from me, bro.
Is it
stay away from my boy.
Sort of
stay away from my boy, bro. Stay away. Yeah, stay away, bro.
Right. So, Manny, what were your tactics?
Yeah. So my tactics were because I had the way I had done it was that because one of my friends was American, named Khalil. He was my campaign manager.
Shout out to Khalil.
And basically the t-shirts I had had the way they were designed were at the front of it had my face, and the back of it had my face cropped onto Napoleon. And basically what I did was let go of me, bro. What I did was every time I went into a lecture room. Oh, I'm taking that one then. Every time I went into a lecture room, no. Ah! Every time I went into a lecture room, I would literally just walk in with speakers that no one could see, and the speakers would just be in my bag, chilling. No one thought I had speakers in my bag.
So it was the element of surprise.
And I walked in with my phone in my hand. And I'm just there talking. I'm like, oh, hi guys, my name's Emmanuel, running to be a president. And by this stage, if there's loads of people, like everyone's kind of bored. So then all I did was just like, oh, this is my campaign manager and model. And then before I could start talking, he'll walk across. And as he started walking across, I'll tell him to take off his jacket. As he's taking off his jacket, I press play on my phone. And all you heard from my bag was single ladies.
See, that is the way to get attention at the end of the lecture. We've just had someone ask, what is going on? So, hello, if you've just joined. Basically, we're talking about all things to do with elections, because nominations are now open, and they shut end of January, I think, something like that. So you've got a month and a half to nominate yourself. So me and Manny are just like chatting about our experience. Manny's explaining how he campaigned and his unique tactics, which might not be unique anymore if other people decide to use them next year, but
that's true.
That was really good because I remember people actually talking about that, and if you can get people to talk about you, obviously for the right reasons, that's a good way to like coop in the votes. So
yeah, because
my tactics. For lecture shout, I didn't really have a tactic other than to try and get there with as few people as possible, because me and Manny, if you couldn't tell, have very different personalities. So I wasn't the kind of person who was going to go into a lecture, start playing Beyonce, and then go for it. So
this was only because of my campaign manager. He's the one that suggested it.
Yeah, so I also had a campaign team, which were amazing. You don't have to have a campaign team.
Yeah.
I just personally found it helpful. I know you did as well. And they helped me to like poster up all around campus, hand out leaflets. I made bags of popcorn, which, top tip, don't do it, because in my first year running, I actually popped the popcorn in the pans, in my kitchen, and had a lot of help, but it just made a massive mess. So when I reran, I did the same thing, because people seem to like popcorn, but I just bought bags of it, because it worked out pretty much the same price-wise, because you also get a budget. It's something like £80, £70, which you can claim back.
Yeah.
And I discovered I really didn't need that much popcorn, so that was my tactic. Used an incentive and gave people like a leaflet and some popcorn, and then just chatting to people. Like, I like going out on Northumberland Road and having a chat with people, especially students that want to talk to you, because then you get into like a bit of a proper conversation with them rather than just chucking popcorn at them and things like this. But yeah, in lecture shouts, I definitely recommend, if you're not going to do something like bamboozling, get there early, make sure you've got permission to do it, and there's not too many people that are going to be doing it with you, otherwise they might forget. It hurts, doesn't it?
I was second to last, and I can see Craig over there being happy that I didn't pass it.
But yeah, you don't want to be Yeah, you don't want to get yourself mixed up too much with other candidates doing lecture shouts because you don't want people to forget you. But if you do want to do something like Manny and really hammer it at the end.
Yeah,
but
I think when we figured out that tactic from like the second day, and when we figured out that tactic that we were allowed to have speakers, the moment I figured that out, every single lecture I went into, even the lecturers were smiling as I was finished, because it was just like I'd go in there and they'd be like all angry and stuff, and then by the time I was finished, they were all smiling and clapping their hands like.
It's very memorable. But also make sure that there's not too many people going for your position, because I remember there was a lot of people running for president in our first year. 7, you were running at 6 other people. So yeah, I think there was a lot. I know, I'm thinking of, never mind, thinking of a different year, but if there's a lot of people going for your position, don't all file into the same lecture, because then everyone's just going to be listening to people talking about very similar things probably, and you need to be able to like stand out.
And I think away from the actual election week itself, I think
try swap over.
I think run for a position that you feel would either benefit that you feel like you'd be able to benefit from in terms of like, you know, have personal growth and also add to the position. Obviously, when you get into the role, you get to learn different things. So even if you feel like a role isn't right for you, but you're running for it anyways, you still get to learn so you can adjust to it. But in terms of just general, like, you know, go for something that you feel like, yeah, I could see myself doing that. As I mentioned earlier, like for me, the only ones that I could see myself doing were activities or president, and it just happened to be that president was the one I ended up going for.
I did the same as you though. I was originally going to go for activities too, and then wrote my manifesto. And 3/4 of it, I was like, this seems to match up with a different role. And I'd never really done anything sort of like specifically like welfare as a volunteer.
Right.
I was just like very involved in different societies and stuff. And then I spoke to some like friends about it and things, and they were like, this seems to like be more your sort of personality and your character. So ultimately that's what happened. And I'm glad, because it's like I didn't realise, because I didn't know much about really many of the positions before, just how much you get to do. So that's been really exciting, particularly doing it for like 2 years and in a pandemic as well.
I think that for me, the pandemic has been a really good learning curve.
Definitely, yeah.
It's obviously something I would never want to experience again. But I think in terms of the work and, you know, kind of learning and right, don't fall on this one, because if you fall here, you have to go back.
It's alright, I'm just shuggling along. That one looks like an adipose. It's been a really good learning curve, because I think it gave me the experience that I would have obviously not. Sorry.
I'm calm.
I know. Just carry on chatting. Don't mind me.
It gave me kind of like a different experience, like especially.
I was trying to look at the comments.
I'm trying to be calm.
Yeah, you're fine. That's one thing the role teaches you: patience. Whatever role it is.
Dive. Oh, let's go, Anna. Just run. If you go through the first one, just run. Yes. No, come back.
Yeah, we're good.
Don't dive.
Don't dive. Sure.
You dove too late.
It's alright, I've got quite far. Carry on, what were you saying?
I've lost my train of thought now. Yes. It was massive learning curve for me, because I think, especially from that very first day of me working from home, like I woke up in the morning, I'm like, oh snap, I'm working from home now. It's just a different kind of energy, waking up and then just opening your laptop and just being in your house, to waking up, getting ready, leaving, to walk all the way in.
But
it was just.
I think that actually worked quite well in some ways last academic year we're talking about, because it brought us closer as a team, I think. Like obviously we all got on before, but like having to deal with all the corona.
Not damn cute.
Manny will never admit this, but yeah, it was nice, because even though we were all communicating on Teams, having calls on Teams, I remember sometimes we'd call up and be on the phone for like 5 hours, not in work time. We were doing productive stuff during the day.
After 5 o'clock.
Yeah, and that was really nice. So
yeah, and I think
you learn to work as a team.
It also kind of challenged creativity levels as well.
Yeah, this is why we're doing stuff like this now.
Yeah. Is this a new game? Yeah.
I think so.
Or did you quit? Are you sure you quit? Okay, that's fine.
I don't know.
It kind of you're here.
Woohoo, let's go.
It kind of challenged creativity levels as well. So like, for example, annual awards and activities awards were popping up, and we had to think of creative ways on how we could do it. Oh, okay. Wow, I haven't passed this bit here. I hear it's fall down.
Oh hey, don't jinx it.
No, you're fine now. You didn't fall down. Yeah, so it kind of just challenged creativity levels as well. Like, you know, with the Black Leaders Project, like how I was going to try and engage more black students. So that's why I ended up doing a quiz over summer, because obviously, like, we knew that if, as much as students, you know, want to do stuff, want to get involved in stuff, no one wants to just be there and do just a workshop online every single time after how much time they spend on you know, on lectures and stuff.
Yeah.
So which is why I was like, okay, cool, let me do a quiz and, you know, make it more interactive, do it once a week. Oh.
That was so close. Closest I've ever got, I think, probably.
Have you not passed the first round ever?
Let's not talk about it.
You're gonna
But
pass
yeah,
the
I
first
think
round.
since
We've
we're
got this
talking
one.
about like, different ideas and stuff, it's probably important to say that there's like a lot of staff that work here that you can ask to help you with any.
Alone,
Exactly.
for
So if
they
you
are
have any,
here with you.
do you want to sing this bit?
Although you're in a different role, they are here to stay. For you are not alone, but they will be here with you.
Well, Manny's just summed it up beautifully there, but essentially, yeah, if you have an idea for a campaign or a project or whatever, and you're like, where do I start with this? There's staff that can help you with it and kind of talk through your ideas and help to make them happen and make them better than you've visualised as well, because there's people with so many different experiences here and like different roles. So we have Craig, who sets up all of this stuff that you're seeing now.
Or Craig,
and
whichever
you
sounds
call it.
right.
And does all like the
Whichever-
creative stuff, and we've got an amazing marketing team, haven't we, who do like any of the branding you've kind of seen for Black Leaders Project or Wellbeing Week or anything like that. Shout out to Whitney because she's probably designed it, and yeah, so
I think there is literally like a whole team behind you, and you know, as much as you would be in a team of 6, you know, doing stuff, you know, in respect to your role, but we also have staff within the union that are, a lot of them, you know, are specifically there to just help you in, you know, like there's always someone in the union that specializes in your role, in what you need help with. So
yeah,
it's quite
really
easy.
on the thing.
And also on top of that, like you get given the opportunity to kind of do extra things. Like, for example, with me, just over a month ago, I got the chance. Wait, what? Oh, it's still you.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just here. I'm like, wait, what? I was so confused. In October, I got the chance to kind of attend or apply and got accepted to attend like a workshop with Twitch for black content creators, and that's something that I would have never known or even found out about if it wasn't for the stuff I was able to do through the union and have Craig will help. I told you she's gonna pass. Let's go, bro.
Finally, I can leave my Sabril happy now.
So, you know, some opportunities that I would have probably never arose from me, or I would have never known it if I wasn't in the role to begin with, and got to meet the people I did. So that was something good, and it's like I think just for me that was something like that. Like, you know, things like, for example, last year I went to like a Black Students Conference in London where I got to meet like quite a few sub friends that I'm
You really
quite
enjoy
close
doing
with
the
now.
networking, don't you?
Networking is my middle name.
So we have Leading Change, which happens every year, and basically you get together with other officers. Now, Manny's crying, and I'll tell you why. It's because this year, obviously, it had to be online, but last year it was in person.
I still got to meet some people.
Yeah, and you had a
not the
brilliant
same.
time, didn't you? Like getting out, networking, exchanging ideas with other officers from around the country. This year, even though it was on Zoom, me and Claudia in particular, and I think Lauren and the new guys as well, found it really useful because we got to like still chat. It was easier for us to chat to people, we found, and like we're still in touch with our groups, and we have like fortnightly catch-ups.
Oh, damn.
And things like that. Yeah, it's all cute, but everyone finds it different. So like if you don't particularly enjoy in-person networking or things like that, there's different things going on, and we really enjoy Leading Change this year, and you have really good mentors from different
See that
unions
little
too.
brown part? You can walk on it.
This is the one I can't talk and walk on, as it were.
I said you can walk on
You
it.
can
so
walk on it.
On the brown part, not off it.
I'm just going to keep spinning. But yeah, essentially, there's lots of opportunities to network, whether it's virtual, whether it's in person, which can be really useful. So definitely, Hang
And
on.
I think for
Oh, I look like the spin thing.
for me, leading change last year was really good because because I got there a little later than these guys because I had my cousin's graduation, so I got there.
Oh yeah.
I got there at like 3 or 4 in the morning, and they were already in Bath at from what in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So I got there, and as I was getting there at 2 a.m., I came inside, got changed and stuff.
Oh yeah, it was super late and you still went out, didn't you?
Yeah, from the moment I arrived there, like I came right back out to meet like a couple of the other presidents from other unions.
And that was the last of Manny we saw.
And one of them, I still speak to him like every other month. And even though he decided not to rerun for his role, like I'm still in touch with him, and he's still a good friend of mine. And yeah, and I think leading change this year was just slightly different because the only time I really got to speak to people was like, because for anyone that knows me, like I'd rather speak to people than just email them. So whereas this year was a bit different because I love how you speed up and start going through it faster simply because you're about to die. Like, so you nearly went through that. Whereas this year it was a bit different because I think the only time we got to really interact was during the like the little rooms that you get on Zoom, and even then it's like it gave me a chance to meet a lot of different people. Like the year before, whereas last year I didn't speak to as many people, just jump on the spot. Whereas
Not
last
bad, not bad. Do you want to take over?
yeah. Whereas last year I didn't really get to meet as many Sabs and stuff from Sunderland. This year I kind of got to meet a couple of them and I speak to them every so often. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's something really good. I think it's something that's the role itself it's a different kind of 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Is the way I would say it. It's the way I would describe it. Cause
Flexible 9 to 5.
yeah, like because I think the general 9 to 5 is like what people have in their heads is like you go in office, the moment it's finished, you're miserable, you want to go home. Ours it's like I'm here. I'm like sometimes I'll be like, oh okay, I don't mind staying until 7 o'clock. I don't mind staying for a bit later, and because I'm just like it's just.
And we enjoy it, don't we?
Yeah.
Like it's a really cool job to have because literally every day is different. Like we haven't actually said that so far, really, have we? Like we could literally go from being in terms of the board of governors, which is like the top tier university level
It's
meeting.
6 hours long.
Very long, but lots of important stuff discussed. Claudia's also on it. But you can go from doing that in the morning to doing this, making a fool of yourself on Fall Guys on a live stream, and that's the day.
Talk for yourself. I'm not making a fool of
Manny,
myself.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm trying to win this.
We're not
Let's
doing
go. Let's go. What are you saying? Go gadget speed. If I get anywhere near one of them, I'm gonna hold them back. Slow down. Hold you back, fam.
You don't get anywhere by holding other people back.
Yeah, I do, because he just fell.
Did he? Did he really? There's a duck. But yeah, every single day is completely different. Like you have meetings put in, obviously, whether that's an SU meeting, a university meeting, talking about different projects, talking about different strategies the university has that you can input on, reading papers, but also like planning projects at the SU, planning campaigns, and just doing the fun stuff, which as you can see, we've still managed to do despite the pandemic and despite the fact that Manny is very, very stressed.
I'm not having fun right now whatsoever.
Oh yeah. You're doing worse than me, this is great.
I'm holding back.
We haven't really got many questions in the chat apart from that one from before. I'm trying to think of what other FAQs we had as a student. What else do you want to know?
What else would I want to know?
Oh yeah,
yes,
so we
education.
also have not just education. We have rec roles that you can run for as well. So essentially, these are lead volunteer roles that you can have as a student. So you're still studying; it's not like a paid job. But sorry, I'm now concentrating on you on this. But essentially, you can run your own campaigns while studying.
Damn, am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? I might or might not.
So right now we have 3 different reps per faculty. So in each faculty we have a welfare rep, an activities and employability rep, and an education rep. So you could run for all of those roles too, to go alongside your studies. And within that you'll also sit on our student council. So that meets once a month. And all of the SABs sit on that and all the lead volunteers. And
what is your problem, bro? You can literally just let me land in peace. But no, you want to be an enemy of progress and get in my way. Sorry.
Sometimes this is how heated council gets, just for a flavour. But yeah, so you can run for one of those, and we also have our equality officer positions, who also sit on council. Do you mind? And these include things like being our women's officer, being our gender diversity officer, international students officer, and even though they have officer in the title, like sabbatical officer, not to be confused with a full-time role, we don't expect you guys to dedicate your entire lives to these roles because you are volunteers at the end of the day. But it's a really good way to get involved in campaigns, or if you do have something that you particularly want to look at or change, then you can work on that as a lead volunteer. You alright there?
I'm good.
Honestly. This seems like the most stressful part of your job right now.
I'm calm. I'm cool right now, you know? I'm not angry whatsoever. Wingardium Leviosa. Oh, I'm not gonna make it, am I?
Oh, hard lines. I'm not sympathetic at all.
What are people saying?
So it's been very quiet because it's Friday.
It's Friday. I don't know the rest of it. Oh, yes, we have this as well. So,
No.
remember I mentioned earlier, right, how I got this workshop with Twitch? Basically, because as a part of that workshop, I was given $100 Visa voucher. But obviously, we don't use it over here in the UK. So I was looking at ways to spend it in America to get my sister to send it to me. And I found out that, oh, I can get snacks. Because I was very, very skeptical. I'm like, do I want to get an electronic? Do I want to get shoes? But if I did that, customs I would have to pay for. And because these are consumables, it's a bit different. So I went on the Walmart website and I ordered $100 worth of snacks. Do I regret it? No. I'm gonna eat every single one of those snacks. And they arrived last week, and my sister sent them to me. And one of my favorite snacks that I got are these. Do we get to zoom in? Do I have to take it to the camera?
Don't zoom in too much, because...
I'll take it to the camera. Are these? Can you see it? Are these, right? Now, I know you guys might look at it and think, oh, these are dog biscuits. But you're wrong, but also right.
I don't know if I believe you.
These are Scooby snacks. You know the show Scooby-Doo, like, what's in Scooby-Doo? Coming after you, gotta solve that mystery. See you, Scooby-Doo. These are Scooby snacks. The legit ones that they ate on the show. These are Scooby snacks. And Anna's very skeptical because she thinks that they're dog biscuits. But they're not dog biscuits. They are human cookies.
Craig told me they were dog biscuits, but I don't know if I believe Craig, because he's in a very sarcastic mood today.
He's always sarcastic. See, he's smiling under that whilst keeping a straight face.
Anyway, so what
Scooby
do you
snacks.
want to do with these, Manny?
They're amazing. You gotta try one.
Okay, I hope this isn't a scam. I don't want to vomit on camera.
If that happened, I would laugh very much, but...
He's not denying it, right? I'm going to give him a sniff. The thing is, they smell nice. They smell like Christmas.
Because they are nice.
I feel like I'm being, pranked.
Why would I eat it myself?
Because you have a very tolerant taste in food. I'm a fussy eater. Right. Okay. Being watched. People can't see this, but there's other people in the room that are watching me, and it's very under pressure.
It's Scooby snacks. It's amazing. This is why Scooby and Shaggy love this and watching the show. It's really
I
nice.
feel like I should be, overreacting a bit more, but they're actually quite nice.
Yeah, because they're legit.
Have another one.
Yeah.
Tastes like ginger biscuits.
They're legit. And yeah, it was like...
Are these, genuinely though, are these dog biscuits?
No.
Oh. Okay.
They're Scooby snacks.
Okay.
Scooby-Doo and Shaggy both ate them.
Well, thank you for introducing me to this.
You won't find
snack.
it. You won't find it anywhere else. So.
Unique. Love it. Okay. Well, do you want to swap games? Should we try something else?
I'm gonna try this one more time, right?
Okay.
And when I die, we're going overcooked. It's just
I don't
because...
think I'm much better at overcooked,
Oh, whichever. I will never go there. Oh, flip's sake. Shout out to everyone that's watching. You know,
Shout out to everyone who's still here. Hope you've
you guys are the MVP.
found it useful or at least entertaining watching us fail at this game.
I haven't failed. I just haven't succeeded.
That guy's a banana. If you have any questions about the elections or being a stab or any balls, can't speak after these snaps. That's the twist, isn't it? Anyway, drop them in the comments and we'll try and answer them as best we can. We've just trying to give you like an overview of what it's like to be an officer this afternoon. But if you've got any specific questions, we're happy to answer them as best we can. While Manny tries to not fall off.
Go, guys, your speed.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
This is fine, you're near the end.
Oh, yeah, I'm away, bro.
Oh my god! Nailed it! You're in the top 13.
The other one I was about to be top 1, but they were like, nah. Someone pulled me back, so I ended up being 3rd.
I feel like we've honed our skills this afternoon.
My friend's right there. I'm trying to force her to run for president. That's my friend Rihanna.
Oh, I thought you meant...
That's my friend Rihanna. I'm trying to force her to run for it.
Okay. How's that going?
I feel like she'd be really good.
So, Manny, okay, what do you think makes a good officer? Or what kind of student, whether they're involved in the SU or not, what makes a good officer? Or a good candidate?
Well, a good candidate and a good officer is two different things, isn't it?
Okay, so what's the difference?
To be a good officer, it's just being able to just go into the role. For me, anyways, go into the role, make it your own, and always be ready for change. Is the way I would describe it. Good candidate, however, you need diligence. Is the way I would put it. You need that, especially during election week. Like you need that energy to be in uni every single day. For hours, and for you to be you have to be ready for heartbreak as well, because you have some people that will, you want to speak to them and be like, can I speak to you for 2 seconds, and they don't want to hear it, and those are the ones.
True.
Those are the
ready
ones
for
that
rejection.
Yeah, those are the ones that it might get annoying, it might feel bad, but again, it's a part of life.
That just reminded me of something funny that happened in our first elections week. So like a lot of people make leaflets with their manifesto on, like a picture of themselves or whatever, so people can recognise them on the website when you go to vote. And I had a picture
Let God
online
me, bro.
from, like that summer maybe, or the previous summer, and it was on everything. But then I was campaigning like next to Cafe Central on Northumberland Road, and I was like doing my flyers, doing my popcorn, and someone came past and like started talking to me and then took a flyer, and we'd been chatting about whatever election stuff, probably stuff on manifesto. They looked at the leaflet and they went, "Is this you?" And I said, "Well, yeah." And they were like, "Oh." And they looked so unimpressed. They clearly didn't think that I looked anything like in the picture, and I was like, "Oh dear." Probably a bad hair day. Right, take these off me because they're addicted.
What? Oh, you just made me walk off.
Oh, what a shame.
What's new, Scooby? See, she's an enemy of progress, making me trying to make me lose. What's new, Scooby Doo? Coming after you. Gotta solve that mystery.
Oh yeah. So for me, a good officer is someone who can listen. I know that sounds like a very broad word, but once you get into this job, a lot of students know who you are, and like if they voted for you, they kind of know what you stand for as well. So they'll come and they'll like tell you their issues and what they think about different things, and it's being able to like take that on and like make a judgment call about certain things, so you can effectively represent what students want as best you can. Because obviously you're only one person, and you're effectively representing, upwards of like 20,000, 25,000 students from lots of different backgrounds, lots of different places across our 4 campuses. So it's really important to be able to like juggle that and take lots of different views and like listen to students really carefully and take the time to do that. Like I said before, my favourite part of the job is actually being able to speak to students, and obviously a lot of that's been virtual this year, but that's ultimately what we're here to do, isn't it? Represent.
Yeah.
But also, we'd love to have a chat and a natter. Are you okay? Are you spitting your dummy out because you've lost?
I didn't spit my dummy. I just, I think personally, I take that as a win. Because obviously the game is called Fall Guys.
And you've fallen.
And I fell multiple times.
Well, in that case, I'm the best at this game out of the whole team. I'll take that.
It just depends on your political persuasion.
Well, it's up for debate, isn't it? bit like being a sab.
Yeah, I think
Lots
yeah.
of debating on issues. Oh, that was smooth.
I think being, yeah, I think being a good officer is, again, for me, like, it was just because I think what the biggest misconception is, like, the moment you start the role, you have to be exactly how the person before that was, or you have to, like,
That's the biggest thing to
Yeah.
get out of your head, though.
yeah.
Absolutely, 100%.
So like when I was starting, even a simple thing of like karaoke, people would be like to me like, "Oh, are you gonna start singing Hakuna Matata every Thursday at karaoke?" I'm like,
yeah, and that's not even part of your job.
This
That's
is,
just
it's not
a
gonna
fun
part of my
extra
job,
thing.
but because Simon was doing it every year, people were like, "Oh, you're gonna start doing Hakuna Matata at karaoke every week?" I'm like, no, it's not even one of my favorite songs. Lion King, like.
But you do. What did you used to sing at karaoke? Despacito.
I did a lot of songs. At
Oh,
least
we could both do this one, can't we?
I don't know.
Have you played this before?
Go on, go right. User one.
Oh, sorry.
Despacito, cuando respira tu cuello despacito. I don't know how to play this game. I just play this game. Oh wait,
So you never played this?
never even heard of it.
Excellent. That's going to be chaotic. Let's just continue.
Despacito, cuando respira tu cuello despacito.
So essentially, you get given
Chop.
instructions. Have you ever played Cooking Mama?
Nope.
Oh,
Pick up, drop,
well,
dash,
I don't know what to tell you.
dash, swipe, chop. Okay, cool. Say nine. What's the concept of the game? What's the aim of the game?
The aim of the game is to prepare some meals and deliver them to the right place. Is that me moving or you moving?
No, it's both of us. Move it. Yes, both of us.
Wow. Okay, let's go to the castle. Let's see what happens. Really? There we go. It might be one of those things where you learn as you go.
Cuando respira, like the job.
Yeah, so many metaphors today. Nailing it.
Cuando respira
Right.
tu cuello
This looks
despacito.
complex. That onion does not look happy. Oh. What's going on here?
Chop.
Well, my word. What an adventure. Oh. Okay. Okay, sure. Are you going to give us some work to do?
Square.
Nope. Cool.
Hold square maybe. Okay. Circle.
Oh. Cooking. What am I cooking? Serving.
Huh?
Okay, let's leave. Let's find an actual level to do.
Grab,
feel like this is like a
throw,
boss level, you don't
dash,
know how to
pick up, drop,
control.
move, en route, dash, throw, pick up, chop, throw, pick up, drop. I'll read the controllers. Alright, let's do this.
Oh.
Okay.
What? I don't even know how we did that.
The bus go round and yeah. In a second, I want to try and force her again to run for president.
Gently.
Nah, I mean not aggressively. Just be
If
like,
anyone does have any questions about running, obviously, like, we're not just here doing this today. You can message us anytime, drop us an email, and we'll try and answer your questions as best we can. If you do have any questions about any of it, it's best to contact me, Manny, or Claudia, your VP Education, because we are second year, so we're definitely out here after this year, aren't we? We're moving. This is
What
already
do I do?
stressful. Okay, so you see at the top, we need to make those meals, but we need to find the chicken first. So I don't know what we do with it actually. Pop it on there. Oh, that's the bin. That's okay. Do we have to? Can I come to you? No. Throw it. Ah. Oh. Oh.
thanks, Anna.
I don't know how to throw. Where's the oven?
Oh, quiero revelar tu pelo. I think it's
It's square. Just FYI. Right, Manny, and then if you chop that up,
How do I chop out? Yes.
go on that, yeah, and then use the knife.
It said analog stick to chop.
Maybe put it on top of the knife.
There's a knife over here.
Press X. Yeah, and then
Chop is
Press-
analog stick. The chop is analog stick. Throw it again. Throw another thing.
Okay. More chicken. Chicken for all.
Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa.
You got one chicken?
Despacito.
Okay. Oh, there you go. And then, how do you cook it? Throw it back over to me when it's chopped.
How'd you throw?
Square. Boom! Onto a plate. Oops, that I've now got rid of. Oh, you just chucked it into the bin.
Thanks, Anna. You know, my hard work.
I don't know what to do with this plate now. Ah, there we go. No?
We're not gonna
Oh my
make
god,
it.
get rid of the plate. Oh, there we are. Right. Put it on there.
This is how stressful.
It's cooking. Oh, we've only got 10 seconds. Bit awkward. Should we do the chicken? Oh, you did. Sorry. Right, is that ready now? There we are. And then we put that on the plate. Oh,
We didn't finish it, did we?
no. That's fine for a first attempt. We are on like the second world, so it's probably going to be tricky.
No, it's not. Restart. We're doing that one again. Circle, press circle.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are contemplating, I would say one thing I would say is that even if you're not thinking of running, or if you're contemplating running, if you're contemplating it and you're not completely sure that you want to run, I would say still nominate yourself whilst you wait as well.
Because you can always withdraw your nomination. Yeah. That's what we were trying to make last time, but oh wow, they keep coming in. Keep chopping and then chuck them back over. So we need one. Hang on.
It's not letting me. How do you grab again?
So is that saying we need one plate of chips? Oh, I see. Right, okay. Huh? And then square.
Press the X.
I'll chuck you some more. Do. Oh.
Where'd you run away, Anna?
I didn't.
You did.
It fell in the water.
You ran away.
Have some more
Oh,
chicken.
flip.
Were you passing it to that dude in the little dinghy?
I'll press
this
X
is
again.
Not going well.
I keep forgetting. Ah!
Oh no.
That's completely bad. Listen, right. I keep forgetting I need to. Okay, now square. Okay.
Then I press X, and then I put it on a plate. And then... No. Wait. Oh, hang on, what? How do I put it down?
Thanks, Anna. All my hard work.
X.
I've picked this up now, so.
Needs plate. I know it needs a plate, but then I can't pick up the plate. Oh my god! Why does it keep doing that?
Anna, what's your problem?
Oh yeah. What do I do with the chips? Plate. And then how do I pick up the plate? Do you know what, we're here to learn. Oops, the chicken's burnt. It's got... Oh! Right, and then how do I... There we go. Got one order done! Nailed it. That's burnt. Oh, I understand.
All my hard work. Right, we'll restart that again.
I feel like
I figured it out.
we've got it now.
I figured it out.
We can do it.
Okay. What's everyone saying?
Oh yeah, my phone keeps going off. Is there any questions?
I'm not getting anything. Not mine.
Everyone's chilling out. It's Friday.
It's Friday. Right, restart circle.
We'll be doing more of these, won't we, in January, close to when nominations are shut in. Also, actually, we need to plug our session on Monday. Blank expression. So basically, me, Manny, and Claudia on Monday are going to be doing like a live session, not like this, with like a proper PowerPoint and everything, with some more info on like.
As well. Come
on,
on,
God, I can't do this and talk. Right, chicken. Let's go. Yeah, so we'll be talking a bit more in detail about the roles. There'll be time to
pick it up, place it
to
down
answer
first.
some questions
Place it down and then chop it.
basically talking you through like the more nitty gritty of
and
what's
throw it.
involved.
And
So
pick it up and place it here.
that's
and
Monday
chop it.
evening.
No, wait, here.
It's not helpful with you like gassing in my ear, man. chicken.
Carry on.
That was kind of it, yeah. So if you are interested, no obligation to actually run. You can just come and find out more. That's on Monday at 4 or 5. We'll put a link in the chat. The information is on our website. How do I pick up?
Don't
There we
forget to cook 'em, Anna. Don't forget to cook 'em.
Chicken is burning. Chicken is burning. How do I put down the thing? Oh my god.
X.
Oh, there we go. Oh, no, that's wrong. My favourite thing is when you have like the fires, you use the fire extinguisher.
Sugares favorito, baby. Déjame sobrepasar tus zonas de peligro. It's like it's teasing us, like, yeah, your boat's about to connect, but no, they're not. Psych.
Psych.
That's the wrong boat. You just throw my meal away.
No.
That's crazy. All my hard work.
I know, it's a hard time. There we are. 5 tips. We've got 5 tips.
I've done all my job, you know.
I'll just put in the bin.
Oh, blasphemy.
Awkward. I'd like to
I
say.
think that's oven, right? Oven.
I'd like to say that I'm better at cooking in real life, but that would not be correct.
I am.
Well, you're a chef. You should do like a cook along and a Q&A while you're cooking because skills are real.
Just get the entire camera set up in my house from the union.
Just gonna throw you some chicken.
Craig, when we're doing this?
Oh, it needs a plate, of course it does. Go on.
I'm going to be up here anyways.
There'll be even fewer people watching.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna be up here anyways. I don't mind doing a Christmas Day stream.
What does this mean? Okay, I think for our blood pressure, that's enough for today.
Are you done playing?
I don't know.
If you're done playing, I'll happily go on Tekken
I
and
think
just smoke some people.
we should take a breather and come back another day. We've got a few more questions, but yeah, come and join us on Monday. I hope you found that helpful if you're thinking about running, or if you're not thinking about running, you like watching us make a fool of ourselves. But
stay alive.
Yes.
I'm gonna beef people. I'm gonna fight people on Tekken.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna fight people.
All right then. Manny may or not be staying on. Who knows?
Only for like half an hour, just to fight.
Okay.
Not literally. I'm a very, very passive guy. I get to release my anger on these fighting
Passive
games.
aggressive.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. Fab stuff. Well, we'll see. Are we still live? Yeah. Well, we'll see you later.
I know.
Manny might be staying on. Who knows?
I'm gonna be here.
But yeah, let us know if you've got any questions, or if you just want to have a chat. Drop us a message. We'll answer you the best we can. Enjoy your weekend.